In this video, we will be looking at how to remove AI generated images from search queries. In the part one, we checked specifically on Chrome, but in this video, we would check on different browsers to see if the same process works. Also for Chrome, you have extensions, but in some custom browsers, you do not have extensions. So we would be trying the second step, which is using query filters and seeing if that works. We have two browsers. Edge, this is currently Edge, and this is Safari. So the thread will be in the description to see how to exclude these images and would see if it works. Same goes in the same thing. We're gonna apply these tags to our query result and see if it gets excluded. Starting with Edge, this is how it looks. This, when I do a quick search for images, these are the things that come up. We can see some AI generated ones here, and yeah, so we have some cool AI generated images on Edge. And if we want to test out, we could just add to the search terms. We could add this one. And this is what we now have. So we have a bit more realistic kind of images. Let's also add the extra one. We have some extra filters. We can also add just to see. Yeah, and this is what we have. So it's a bit much more, it's a bit less AI generated, and it sort of works. We can go back to removing this and the search. And yep, this is what we have. So it shows that most of the images are AI generated, and we could also search for more stuff. So starting with painting, we can check for paintings. And when we see paintings, we see different things. Paintings are like one of the most common terms to search for inspiration. And they are widely a lot of AI generated ones. Currently, I'm not seeing one that might portray an AI generated, and it's sometimes pretty difficult to tell which one is like a good painting and which one it's an AI generated painting. This looks AI generated. It looks AI generated. So we would apply the same filters for this one. And let's see. Okay. So for the filters, most of the results tend to look more real or less AI generated from what I can see. So it looks good. So far, it's working on Edge. A good one is to actually do an AI search. So if we do specifically AI search, yep. So we have a lot of AI generated images, and this is quite a lot. And if we had the tags to it, so this query now, let's see. So far it says there are no search results for this. That's good. Let's reduce the query a little bit to see. Still nothing related. So if we just do this, we have all images that can be AI generated, excluding the ones done by Stable Diffusion. Now, if we do this, okay, so ideally, if we do cyberpunk artwork for inspiration, we should have more realistic. Now let's add all the filters to remove any form of AI generated cyberpunk. Cool. So we no longer have any AI generated one. Anyone you see here, it's most likely self-designed by someone. And it sort of works on Edge. Yep, it appears to work on Edge, so that's fine. Now let's go to Safari. So in Safari, one thing about the experience in Safari is it appears that naturally Safari gives you less AI fluff in your search compared to other browsers. So if we do Cyberpunk, yeah, we're less likely to see AI generated stuff in Safari. So you see most of this kind of look. There are some AI generated, but not so bad compared with Edge or Chrome. So if we add the filters to this one, just to see. So there really isn't much change, and that's because from the get-go, Safari just doesn't have much AI fluff. Not sure if this has to do with something internal. Maybe Safari has like an internal AI protected stuff on, but so far that's been the experience. We could also search for cartoons. Now, so if you see the cartoons is also coming up with a lot of more realistic stuff. And if we go to Edge and search for cartoons, you could find different stuff. Um, some might be AI generated. Now let's go back to Safari and say AI generated. And this is what an AI generated cartoon looks like. So sometimes expect if you except you specifically search for AI generated stuff, you're most likely not going to find something. So with the filter, we have less AI generated stuff. So it works on Safari, and the experience on Safari also removes AI slop stuff, which is pretty good. And it works very, very fine. We have one more to check. So if we say we want black and white inspirations. So this is what it looks like. Once again, less AI fluff, which is pretty good. And with the filter, less. That's yeah, that's really, really nice to see. If we quickly check Edge, not bad. Also not bad. But yeah, Safari still has the best results with less AI fluff, and that's pretty much it. The adding of this extra filter as well, searching for stuff, especially if you want to get inspiration, if you want to see just images drawn by people, it completely works on different browsers. Safari gives a good search results that's has to do with less AI stuff coming out. And if you had the filter, it works perfectly fine. So that's it for this video. Bye.